Okay, so picture this. You're reading Equestria Daily, and as you're reading, you suddenly encounter a certain title of the show. And this title inspires you. Why? Because you had this thing for episodes that show a progression of the day. You know, those type of episodes that start off with a specific time that moves on to the next hour to show how the characters proceed to progress through that time of day, allow you to have a cohesive narrative through that while having time to make jokes. Now imagine you're the type of guy who gets inspired by that. So, without further ado, here's Twilight Time. Time enough at last. 8 a.m. Twilight Sparkle slowly lifted the covers off her body, yawning as she placed the covers to the side and got out of bed. Stretching her legs for a few moments, she quickly began to think of the reps that her friend, Rainbow Dash, told her to do with her wings. At least 10 wing reps every morning to keep them strong, Twilight said to herself in her best Dash impression. As she began her routine, she quietly began to silently curse the addition of the 2 new appendages on her. That's not to say she was ungrateful for the gift the elements had bestowed upon her. On the contrary, she believed it to be a gift and an honor to show how much she had grown as a pony and the close bonds that she had formed with her friends. However, after 6 months of having 2 new things on her back, she only now found how to sleep comfortably in her bed and how to avoid unfortunate wing boners. Why did I even call them wing boners anyway? Twilight asked herself as she finished her wing stretches. Larry flashed back when she asked Rainbow Dash the same question. And all she got was a belly laugh from her friend and a "I'll tell you when you're older" from Dash in a mocking tone. She's an adult. She can handle the big stuff. She was just a little naive when it came to the more mature subjects in life. Turning around to her dressing mirror, she lifted up a brush with her magic and combed all the tangles in her mane. As she meticulously combed through her mane, she looked down at her schedule and smiled with a big grin. Saturday, February 22nd, Twilight Time. A day all to myself, and a chance to finally read the first book in the Chronicles of Prydain! At last, I can finally read that book! Twilight's expression here is also based off of my own quest to want to read the first book of the Chronicles of Prydain, so I can see what the Black Culture was really like. And I have, and I enjoyed it. Twilight then giggled to herself as she walked away from her mirror and down the stairs. Ta-da! Pancakes! Lightly sizzled, topped with whipped cream and a strawberry in the center. I love Spike. The purple dragon still smiled as he laid the plate of pancakes in front of the new princess. Oh, Spike, thank you, Twilight said with a smile as he looked at his Spike on the forehead. You are wonderful. I think I would starve without you around. Hey, that's why you need me, to remind you of the important stuff. Spike stayed with a smirk as he ate some of his cereal. Like proper table manners, Twilight responded, lifting up a napkin with her magic and wiping a bit of milk down the side of Spike's face. Well, get the way until after I'm done, argued Spike. No, it can't. I want my assistant to be neat and tidy wherever he is. Twilight giggled as she cleaned Spike's face, remembering how her mom would do the same to her BBBFF. 9 a.m. Now that breakfast is over, Twilight said as she watched her private ring moving aloft. Time now to read this fantastic book! Nothing will stop me from enjoying Twilight! Spike yelled as he threw open the door. There's a group of ponies here waiting for your court to start. My court? But court doesn't start till... Twilight then looked at a quick look at her schedule and saw that, yes, indeed, the court of the Princess of Books, Friendship, and Magic was held at that every month at 9 a.m. How could I forget that? What could make me forget something that important unless... Placing her hand to her face, she told Spike, Spike, remind me to never try Piggy's triple sugar bomb hot chocolate milkshake surprise ever again! Who is out there? Spike took a quick look down the stairs and counted the ponies. At least 18 with petitions, 12 with disagreements, 6 with questions about taxes and decrees, and at least 1 new family that wants to bless their full. And you people wonder why Twilight we never show. Do you think the kids really want to see Twilight dealing with petitions, having to settle disagreements, deal with the tax codes, deal with decrees, deal with endless amounts of paperwork, more paperwork, working on different land settlements, working on different land agreements, and full blessing? Think anybody really wants that? Twilight let out a deep, regretful sigh as she turned her head away from the book. Tell them I'll be down in a minute. As she watched Spike leave, she thought to herself, no worries, I'll just get this done and factoring. I'll have to finish this in no time. 30 minutes, tops. 12 p.m. And thus, with the power invested in me by the Princess Celestia herself, I hereby bless this little filly in hopes of a long and happy life. May he have a fantastic future ahead of him. So saith Princess Twilight Isabella Sparkle the First, Princess of Books, Friendship, and Magic, a Duchess of the Bards but no Bell Company. Exhausted Twilight Sparkle said, glowing her horn and tapping her to the Cole's forehead. Congratulations, Mr. and Mrs. Buck. Oh, I can't wait to teach him our coffee recipe, said Starbuck. Thank you, Your Highness, the missus exclaimed as she walked out the library with the Cole on her back. You're welcome, Twilight said with a smile. As she closed the door, teleported herself back up to her reading room. Now, where was I? Ah, yes. With a smile, the purple unicorn opened the book and looked down at the first page. Hey, Twilight! I'm going to hurry up! Called the southern voice from outside, knocking hard on the door. Sure, Applejack, my dear friend. I'll help with whatever trouble you have. Twilight snarked to herself as she teleported down the stairs to her front door. Ah, what goes your hair? Applejack said as he fixed her hat. We got some problems back at the farm. You see, the Crusaders brought some magic blings for their science project. The problem is, when they planted them, those little seeds grew into a giant beanstalk overnight. Giant beanstalk? Twilight asked with wide eyes. Horn ignited with a light glow as he grabbed a paper and axe right behind her. Yeah, the girls decided to come out soon. Applejack talked to herself as she looked at the two items in Twilight's magic. What's with the eggs? A giant beanstalk means that a cloud giant wants to move in. And Ponyville doesn't have the resources to care for a cloud giant. So we're going to go up there and serve him an eviction notice, and then we'll chop the tree down. Twilight said as she walked by her friend and towards the race of Sweet Apple Acres. 1:30 p.m. Slowly, Twilight went back to her library, the axe slowly dangling at her side. Looking at her off, she smiled as she thought of reading her book. She just needed to walk up the stairs and, what do you think you're doing, your royal slowness? Yelled a tomboy's voice. Ah! Rainbow Dash! Twilight shrieked as she turned to see Rainbow Dash standing in her doorway with a coast cow on her head. What are you doing here? You know very full well I'm here, young missy, Dash said, full hose crossed and furrowing her brow. You're supposed to be at the training grounds 30 minutes ago. But I thought you were done, Twilight stuttered. You said you taught me everything you knew when you were a filly. Which means you can fly as well as Fluttershy. We ain't stopping until you can fly as well as a low-ranking wonderful cadet! Now come on, Princess Slowbutt! Twilight yelled. Dash yelled as she grabbed Twilight by the tail and dragged her out the door. But, Twilight pleaded. That's right, we are moving it! Twilight Sparkle crawled back into the library, wings dragged by her sides. Feeling sore, she began to lift slowly towards the stairs, leading to her back room. Just as she made her way to the doorway, the door knocked. Who is it? Twilight asked, a crazy smile creeping across her lips. It's Rarity, Twilight dear. I need your help. Rarity said from behind the door. Desperately. So can you please send a hoof? Sure. Come on in, Twilight said, closing the book of her magic and turning to walk down the stairs. A true friend helps a friend in need. A true friend helps a friend indeed. Twilight sang this song to herself as she made her way to the door, less of a happy tune of her friendship with the others, and more like a mantra to remind herself to not kill the white unicorn behind the door. What do you need, Rarity? Oh, Twilight, I'm so glad you're home, Rarity says. He walked through the door, carrying a huge selection of clothing and gems behind her. I was looking at my line of clothes, thinking what to do for the spring line, when I had a brilliant idea. I should enchant some of my clothes with gems to produce different editing effects. But couldn't you do that with your illusion magic? Twilight asked. Only on stage, darling. What I'm thinking is to make clothes that hold the lightness and grace of air. A fire, the chasing of water, and the strength of earth. I like that in the gems. I've only just tossed some of it, and voila! It's the element of beauty, Rarity said, then frowned. Sadly, my enchanting skills are a little lacking, as it were. That's where I come in, right? Twilight asked as she watched Rarity nod in response. Sighing, The purple alicorn sat down and began to blow her horn. Well, let's get to it. Shouldn't take too long, right? 3:30 p.m. Bye, Mary! Twilight said, exhausted. Turning around slowly, she trudged her way up the stairs, moving carefully each one to all for any more instructions, and passed the yellow Pegasus, helping feed the local book mice. Looking at the door to her loft, where the destined book was, she began to open it. What she thought about what she had saw. Fluttershy?
Oh, hello, Twilight. I hope you didn't mind. I was showing myself in. But you were busy with Verity, and the book door was open, so I figured you could help me when you're done.
Fluttershy said softly as she turned to look at the alicorn. No, it's no problem at all. As a matter of fact, thanks for waiting for so long. How about I show you my new spell, where I turn a defenseless-sized Pegasus into a small, owl-sized mouse for about 2 hours? Twilight repressed the thought as she turned to her dear friend. No problem at all. What do you need, Fluttershy?
Well, you see, Billy Gruff, Willy Gruff, and William Gruff are in terrible danger,
Fluttershy said, fear in her eyes. Your 3 ghosts are in danger? For what? Twilight asked.
A chupacabra,
Fluttershy said. As a Pegasus hit a lightning cloud outside the window. A chupacabra? Twilight asked, as the Pegasus hit the lightning cloud again.
Yes, a chupacabra,
Fluttershy said, the lightning going off a 3rd time.
Normally, I could warn them off with old meat for dead animals, but I ran out. And I figured since chupacabras are so afraid of unicorns, you keep them away from the ghosts while I go and find something shiny to lead them back to the free forest.
By the way, that's true. Chupacabras? Scared of unicorns. Twilight sighed. It had been years since her great-great-great-grandpa, Captain Goldenhorn, had handled the threats of the chupacabra. However, she read through enough of his fighting tactics to know how to handle them. All right, Fluttershy, I'll help you. How long can it take? 5:30 p.m. Before reaching her hoof out to open the door, Twilight took a moment to look over her battered and beleaguered body. Cuts, bruises, and bite marks littered her normally pristine cut with bloody red runes. They were not serious. She decided it was best not to worry her little dragon friend. Use magic to heal her body. Looking herself over to make sure that she was clean, the young alicorn walked to the front door of the library, confident in the fact she could not have to worry about any more interruptions. Looking up at her loft, she spread her wings and readiness to fly up to her book. Suddenly, the main room of the library was filled with a bright, shining light. Turning around, Twilight watched this light slowly alicorn. It's Celestia! Twilight sparkle, Celestia said. Her normally calm voice was now gone and replaced with a commanding tone. On top of her head was no longer a crown, but a battle helmet that complemented the barding that adorned her back. At the old castle ruins, now!
But why?
Twilight asked, noticing a sort of blazing white light at her teacher's side. What's going on? Why do you have sleeves drawn? It is a day that my sister has long feared. It seems that Luna's old enemy, Malachor the Unquenchable, has once again resurfaced, Celestia said, opening the door. Malachor? Twilight asked. Yes, Malachor. He was an ancient being of raw elemental power that my sister waged a long, bloody campaign against 2,468 years ago. It took most of her strength, but she had taken him down. Now, he has returned, with a body composing of 3 of the 4 elements. If he gains the power of fire, I fear he will attack and destroy my sister before attacking all of Equestria! Celestia said, looking away. I cannot risk losing my sister again. But she has found out already. It's not her way to face this monster. We must join her to help combat this beast. I need you and the others to help defeat this monster. For it's only through you and your friend's friendship that the monster will be defeated with little death. Yes, Princess, Twilight said, nodding, while you were looking back at the loft where her book lay, giving out a sigh. 7:30 p.m. Twilight walked slowly to her home, a bright smile on her face. Though it was hard and a tough battle against an evil foe, it turned out to be a great friendship for her and her friends. Not only did they learn a little something extra about each other and their inner strength when it came to being under fire, but she found out a little secret talent of Pinkie Pie's that she never knew her friend had that helped out greatly to defeat the evil monster. All in all, typical fight for her and her friends. Now it was time to relax with a good book and read for the rest of the evening. Smiling, with pure confidence that she would be able to read this book, she opened the door and prepared to read the night away. Surprise! Exclaimed the pink party pony as she popped her head out of the door with a party fever in her mouth. Brrr!
Happy year since Aquarium needs to meet this defeated evil ancient monster number anniversary!
Pinky, shouldn't you wait a few more months to celebrate my anniversary on the year? Twilight asked as he walked to the library, watching her friends dance the night away.
Well, I would, but that would be boring, and I would miss a chance for a happy party. This way, we can celebrate you being the princess and taking out the grumpy guy at the same time. It'll be double the fun, and 2 parties at this!
Pinkie Pie said, with a big grin at King on Huff.
And come on, join in the fun!
But Twilight looked back at her aloft, to back at the party, before finally sighing in defeat, taking a piece of cake, and walking to join her friends at the party. Twilight looked at the pile of her sleeping, passed-out ponies that consisted of her friends, sighed contentedly. She did enjoy the time she could be with them, partying the night away and having the time of her life. Realizing that this might be her chance to start reading, Twilight stepped carefully over the massive bodies and moved slowly towards the stair leading to her loft. Taking a quick look back, she giggled at the sleeping, writhing mass, trying her best to figure out where each pony began and where the other ended. Shaking her head in defeat, Twilight turned to walk up to her loft and to her book. Sitting down, Twilight opened up the book to the first page, and smiles began to read. Chapter 1. That was when the young alicorn fell, face first, onto her open book, fast asleep. The next day. Twilight looked the next morning to see the giant words looking back at her. Wait, what? Pulling away from her book, she realized she'd fallen asleep to her book, even when she had a chance to read it. The purple alicorn let out a sad sigh as she looked defeated, the unread book before her. Hey, Twilight! Look what the girls left us! Spike yelled as he ran up the stairs to Twilight. What? Spike? Twilight asked as she took the letter away from Spike's claw, then looked at the 2 tickets before her. Before looking back at the letter, Twilight read the letter out loud. Dear Twilight Sparkle. Well, sorry for ruining your writing yesterday, Sugar Cube.
We didn't realize that you wanted this whole day to yourself, darling. So, we all pitched in and bought these 2 tickets for you and Spike. To go on a trip together to the Bahamas. Enjoy a little
Twilight Time.
Signed, with love,
Applejack,
Rarity, Pinkie Pie, Fluttershy,
Rainbow Dash. Tears came to Twilight's eyes as she turned to look at Spike with a big smile on her face. How did I ever get such great friends? Sometimes, the best time you can have is not by yourself, but with a good friend. Thank you. This is also based a little on my own personal life. Sometimes I get so caught up with having to do so much work, both at my job and with my family, that I sometimes get ready to write down. I'm like, yeah, this time I'm going to write this story like nobody's business. I'm going to write like crazy. And then suddenly, Monster Bringer, we need you to do this, or I need a computer to be fixed. And I never get around to it. I love my family, but it happens. And I love a good old-fashioned a day in the life story. Makes me wish that some people would do more with it. And this is one of those times I kind of wish it was an actual episode. Because I find it hilarious. And I would love it. It would be awesome to watch. But hey, that's me. See you next time. One more thing. I just realized. Whole thing. About 3,000 words. If we added commercial breaks, this would have been 22 minutes. It would have done. I would have had to do much to make this a 22-minute episode. Fight me, Maiken!